Okay, so session 2, deload week, end of January. The movements we are going to run through today for 40 seconds per set are as follows. A rear foot elevated split squat. Now remember, our rear foot elevated split squat is where we put our back foot up on an elevated platform, hence the rear foot elevated. Eyes forward, chest up, lower ourselves all the way down to the floor, big stretch on the hips, and then power back out. Okay, that is a rear foot elevated split squat. We're doing 40 seconds per leg, and then we're gonna go into a push-up on the floor, like so, all the way down, all the way up. Again, do it on your knees if you are unable to do full push-ups, or if you're somewhere between the two, knees are too easy, hands and feet are too hard, place your hands on an elevated platform, side of a table, side of your sofa, something similar. Then we're moving to a single leg hip thrust. The ideal situation here is to put your shoulders on a bench with this one, kick through the heel, and squeeze the glute as hard as possible. If you don't have something to rest your shoulders on, that's cool. You can also do that with your shoulders on the floor. We're going to do individual legs on that, 40 seconds per side. Then we move into a row. Ideally, bent over row, seated row if you're here in the gym. Just take it easy. We want to be about 50% of the weight you normally use. You're just getting the muscles moving. And then, for Nelly, you think the first one was bad. Then you're doing squat jumps for 40 seconds, just to top off your legs. Then abs and cardio of your choice. Cardio can be anything from burpees, running on the spot, jumping jacks, or alike. Use what you have available to you, okay? So I'll remind you that. Rear foot elevated split squat, 40 seconds per leg. Push-ups, 40 seconds. Single leg hip thrust, shoulders elevated ideally, or on the floor if you can't do that. Per leg, 40 seconds. Then into a row of any description, row or pull. Do not do a pull-up, 40 seconds. Squat jumps, 40 seconds. Abs and cardio, both 40 seconds each. Any questions on that before we begin the warm-up? No? All good? Sweet. All right, so we're going to go through the warm-up now. Anyone who doesn't know it, maybe it's your first session watching on the recording, you can pause the video, go to the warm-up and flexibility section on your dashboard, and you can run through it in real time there. For everyone on the live video or knows it already, all the way down, touch your toes. Walk out forwards on your hands, do a full push-up on the floor, or as close to it as you can get, then walk yourself back up to the top. 5 reps exactly like that. Now remembering as you walk out forwards to protect your wrists, your fingers, your hands, your elbows. Don't rush down, thudding down onto the wrists. As you're coming back up, really try to stretch those hamstrings and glutes out. Let everything open up properly. And then once you've done your 5 there, from your plank position at the end of your walkout, you're going to drop your hips. You let them settle into the ground. Take a big deep breath in, stretch the abs out and look up, and then exhale. Push your one back over your heels, and then inhale forwards. Exhale backwards, stretching out the lats as you go backwards as well. 5 reps like that. Get everything nicely opened up. Beautiful. Now, once you've done those, stretched out the abs and hips a little bit, you're going to lie face down on the floor with your arms out at 90 degrees from your body. It's important they're at 90 degrees. Then with one leg, lift it up and roll it all the way up and over the top of your body as far as you can. Try to tap it on the floor on the other side. That will stretch out your arm, chest, and shoulder if you've got that arm out at 90 degrees. And then go back to the other side, 5 reps on each side. So out, face down, crossed arms, tap the foot down, bring it back round. Tap the foot down. We're lying down here. Good, good, good. Very nice. Now, once you've done those ones, you're going to come up onto your hands and knees on all fours. You take your right arm, thread it beneath the body, lay the shoulder down on the floor, push the shoulder into the ground, and then big rotation all the way up, hand up towards the sky. Rotate underneath, drop the shoulder, hand up towards the sky, send it up. 5 reps on each side like that. Good, good, good. Beautiful, very nice. All the way under, all the way over. Now once you've done that one, you're going to come up onto your feet, soften the knees, push the bum back, let the arms hang, drive the arms parallel ahead of you up towards the sky, pushing your shoulder blades down into the center of the back. Getting those lower traps fired up for 5 reps. And then once you've done that, you're going to drop down onto one knee into a long lunge position, like you're going to propose. Take a big deep breath in, stick the bum back, straighten out this front leg, and then exhale, push forwards, drive the hip through, lift the chest, stretching out the front of the hip. And you're going to repeat that for 5 reps on each side. Now while you're doing that, I'll give you a reminder. 4 rounds, 40 seconds per exercise. Body weight only, do not use additional weight. First round will be a bit of a warm-up round. Every round after that, the following 3, we're going to move really, really fast, adrenaline-fueled sets and session. Rear foot elevated split squat to start, then into a push-up, then a single leg hip thrust, then a row or pull of some description, then squat jumps, abs, and cardio. Remembering the only thing you are going to be using weight for is the row. The idea behind this week is to allow everything to settle down a little bit. We're not using additional weight. So I'm going to give you about a minute from this point to get yourselves ready, get yourselves set up. Make sure you've got water. If you've only got a kettlebell or single dumbbell, make sure you've got a towel handy that you can use to do your rows, because you're going to need both arms. Okay, so making sure in this first round, just find your feet a little bit. Make sure you're working your range of motion. Remember, the good thing about us going light on these deload sessions is it reminds you if you've started to get a little bit flaky on your range of motion, taking the weight away should allow you to get all the way back in properly. So make sure you focus on that, improving joint mobility throughout these sessions. Get yourselves into position. Rear foot elevated split squat. Take it steady on this first set. Just slow down and get the joints moving in 3, 2, 1. Off you go. 40 seconds, all the way down, stretch the joint, power back up. All the way down, stretch the joint, power back up. Now I want relatively even pressure through your feet or through your foot, but with a little bit more in the heel, just a tiny bit more. Again, remember your goal is also to stretch that hip as much as possible to improve your squatting, improve your deadlifting, improve all of your other movements. So don't cut yourself short on the range of motion. Make sure you can feel the knee stretching properly and the hip stretching on that back leg. If you're hitting the floor long before you've got a full stretch, it may be that you need to put your back foot on a higher platform. In 3, 2, 1, switch legs, go to the other side. Straight across and in you go, dropping down. Full stretch. Remember, you're trying to get that glute to stretch. You're trying to get the knee on the back leg stretch. Laura swathes, don't lean forward so far if you can help it. Try and lift your chest up. Remember, what we don't want to do, we're not trying to shorten this bit here. If you're doing the movement and you're leaning forwards, you're shortening the hip, which defeats the object. Got to try and keep that hip extended in order to stretch everything out and get it moving. Remember to make sure your knee is tracking over the middle toe all of the time. 5 seconds, all the way down. 3, 2, 1, stop there. Right, give yourself 20 seconds if you need it. Make the most of the rests in this first round because you won't be getting them in the second, third, and fourth. Now into your push-up position. Remember, you want elbows about 45 degrees. You want to be able to lower yourself all the way in, chest skims the floor, nothing else, and then back up. Use your knees on the floor if needs be, or your hands on an elevated platform for the intermediate level. In 3, 2, 1, off you go. Now just on this first one, to warm up your shoulders, warm up your joints, take it steady. Make sure your body is in an arrow straight line between the heels, knees, and hips if you're doing them on your feet, and your eyes are on the floor just in front of you. They're not looking underneath your body down towards your belly button. We want to make sure the chest hits the floor or skims the floor every time, but the quads shouldn't be hitting the floor, hips shouldn't be hitting the floor, nor should your stomach. So you're putting all of the load on that upper body. If you're doing them on your knees, don't kick your bum up in the air. Make sure your body's in a straight line between your knees and your shoulders. In 2, 1, stop there. All right, beautiful. Now we're going in for a single leg hip thrust. So get your shoulders on a platform on the edge of your sofa if you can. All of the weight in the heel. Use your weak foot first, and then kick hard through the heel, squeeze the glute as hard as you can, and press up towards the sky. In 3, 2, 1, off you go. Now you really want to get a full extension here. Try to make sure you stay on the heel of that leg. If you find you're pushing into the toe, that's your quad trying to get too involved. So get the foot forwards a little bit and lift the toe off the floor. Big, big squeeze. For most of you, it's going to help to grab that glute. It's to actually put your hand on it and squeeze against your hand. Your hips are going to try to tip and fall. Keep the pressure off the ball of the foot. Be powerful on the way up. Don't gradually push towards the sky. Be explosive. Think about when we're doing our big squat and big deadlifting, we're trying to explosively extend the hip against the bar. Stop there, switch legs, over to the other side. Let's go. Again, making sure you are not in the ball of the foot. If you're in the ball of the foot, you are going to be hitting the wrong muscles. You need to be in the heel. Lots of power on the way up. Keep your range of motion as long as you can manage it. Better. Good, good. All the way down, kick up hard. For some of you who might be getting tight in the hip on the other leg, you can rest that foot on your knee. That's not a problem. I don't mind that. Big power up. Explode and squeeze that glute. The whole glute should be firing up when you do this, from top to bottom. Almost there. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop there. Relax. Okay. Now, get yourself into position for a row. Now with this one, 2 dumbbells, if you have them, bent over row position. If you have a kettlebell only, get your towel, wrap it through the handle of the kettlebell, and row like so. Obviously, if you have a barbell, it's very, very easy. In 3, 2, 1, off you go. Up, squeeze, release. Up, squeeze, release. Remembering that irrelevant of the type of row we're doing, we're not pulling towards our chest, we're pulling towards our hips. You want to try and aim for your pockets. If you're doing a bent over row position, keep your back nice and straight, soften the knees. This needs to be arrow straight all of the time. Pull the shoulder blades together and keep your eyes on the floor a couple of meters in front of you. Don't look bolt upright, lifting your head like that. 10 seconds, big stretch and squeeze. Remember, the idea behind this workout is to be relatively easy going on the muscles. So I still want you contracting hard, I want you squeezing hard, but it's more of a cardio-based session than blasting the muscles out. And relax there. All right, now we are in for squat jumps. Squat jumps. So remember, the focus here is ultra, ultra soft landings, and make sure you squat in deep. So we come all the way down, big jump, flow into the landing. Okay, in 3, 2, 1, off you go. So drop all the way down so you can feel your hips work at the bottom as well. You want your glutes working. Push your knees out just like you would on a squat. Fenella, lovely. And then explode up. I want you generating some force. Try and get a little bit of height. Don't try and get as many as you can. Try to make the jumps high. Be powerful. Imagine you're kicking the floor away from you as hard as you can. Generate force so we get stronger at these squats. Really, really explosive. Try and touch the ceiling. Good, good, good. Nearly there. And relax. Stop, 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 stop. Okay, now we're going into abs. Any ab movement you want, something you know you do well. That can be a plank style movement, like so, or it can be a crunch style movement, such as a V-sit, like that, one of my favorites. In 3, 2, 1, off you go. 40 seconds. Keep these smooth and steady. Don't try and rush through the reps, but try to really make sure you can feel every single one of them. The sooner we can make these hurt, the better. Everybody pulling the tummy button in nice and tight. And on basically everything apart from the Russian twist, you need to be exhaling as you shorten the muscle and contract. Plank again is exempt from that because that's just steady breathing patterns. If you're doing a normal crunch, lying back on the floor, you initiate that movement by pushing your lower back into the floor nice and hard. You drive your lower back into the floor and then rotate up. And relax there, stop, stop, stop. Now, any choice of cardio, it can be jumping jacks, jogging on the spot, it can be shuttle runs, if you've got the space to do so, anything you wish. If you have machinery, equipment, then obviously use that as well. In 3, 2, 1, off you go. Let's move. Now, for those of you swinging on the kettlebells, remember a big snap of the hips and a big stretch of those hamstrings. You need to preload and get that tension in before we go anywhere. Big stretch, big squeeze. And remember, it's not knee flexion on that kettlebell swing either. It's not a squat. It's like an explosive Romanian deadlift. On the jumping jacks, keep your tummy button in nice and tight. You want to keep your core braced. You want the muscles taking the impact, not your joints all of the time. Don't want your back bouncing around. Nearly there. Big deep breaths into the nose, out through the mouth as you run through the movements in 3, 2, 1. Relax there. All right, there's one round down. That was the slow round. We've got 3 to go now. So after 2 minutes rest, get yourself some water, relax a little bit. On this next one, I'm going to give you a maximum of 3 seconds in the transition. So from exercise to exercise, you're going to get 3 seconds to move through each one. Punishments will be dealt for the whole group if any one person misses it. Just FYI. So, you know, work as a team today. Look out for each other. Oh. It looks like, just in case there's a sudden error occurs, the electricity might be about to blow. There's a big storm outside, and the lights have suddenly started flickering. So if I disappear, you know what you're doing. Carry on. Rear foot elevated split squat, push up, single leg hip thrust, row, jump abs cardio. That order. Hopefully it won't be a problem, but just in case that was a sign that something's going to go bang. Okay. So we've got about 20 seconds before we're going to go, give or take. Get yourself ready. Rear foot elevated split squat to start with the weak leg forwards first, remembering to work full range of motion. Now we've warmed up, the joints are moving. I want you to get as many reps as you possibly can in every single set. I want you to push hard, I want you to move fast, and as I say, you've got a 3-second transition period, exercise to exercise. Everyone should be blasted by the end of this. Your lungs should be burning, your heart should be racing. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, off you go. Let's move all the way down, power back out, all the way down, power back out. Get that speed, let the joints move. Remember, we're changing tempos as well with this workout. You are going faster because we don't have any weight. We don't just want you to be strong, we need you to be able to move well, we need you to be able to move quickly. So drop in, power out, making sure that knee's centered over the middle toe. Punch it straight back out of that hole. Come on, Laura, don't start to slow, don't start to flag. There you go, good girl. Perfect, keep pushing. You're going to switch legs in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Switch across. Let's go, 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 go. Time has started. Good. All the way down. Punch it out. Don't lose your pace on this leg. I know you're burning, but you don't want to end up walking in circles. Let's make sure you get an equal amount of reps, equal amount of intensity on this side. This is the stronger leg. Come on. Drop and punch it, drop and punch it, drop and punch it. Think about your goals, think about what you're trying to get out of it. Lots of power, be explosive on the way up. 15 seconds, just less than. Let's go, 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 go. All the way down, kick it out, all the way down. Don't stop, Laura, keep pushing. Let's go, constant flow, Gemma, constant flow, Gemma. Move, 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 move. Good. Nancy, awesome, keep going. Laura Swades, make sure we got range of motion there, and stop. Excellent. 3 seconds into push-up. 3, 2, 1. Off you go. Laura, I'm going to let you off with that, but don't be late on the next one, or otherwise everyone's getting it. All the way down. Gemma, try not to let your hips fall when you lower in. Keep your hips in a strong position. Don't let them swing forwards as you lower down to the bottom. So we're coming down in one arrow straight, strong line like so. We're not going ooh and dropping the hips in. 10 seconds before you move to your single leg hip thrust. Drop down, punch it out on that push up, drop down, punch it out, lots of intensity, and stop there. Now into your single leg hip thrust, weak leg first. 3, 2, 1, off you go. Okay, everyone just about got away with it there. Good. Kick hard through the heel. Now again, I want you to speed up a little bit. Give me some reps here. Power through that heel. Drop and punch it, drop and punch it, drop and punch it. Let's go, Nancy. Come on, come on, come on. Kick it up. Again, for those of you who are struggling to get full squeeze and full extension, just place your hand underneath the working butt cheek. Grab it, give it a push. Spot yourself. Come on, come on, come on. Power through it, power through it. Make sure you're getting full extension at the top. That glute needs to be burning. Good. You're going to switch sides in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Let's go. Straight across. Foot down. Kick hard through the heel. Flex the glute. Again, remembering, do not push into the ball of the foot. We don't want it in the front of the foot. We want the tension in the back of the foot. Be explosive on that kick up. Trying to rotate the pelvis a bit as much as you can. Tummy button in. Making sure you can see the abs shortening as you go up. Laura, nice form. Lots of explosiveness. Kick towards the ceiling. Kick towards the ceiling. Fully extend that hip. 10 seconds. Nearly there. Exhale as you contract that muscle. After this, we're going in for our row or pull position in 3, 2, 1. Stop there. Now into your row or pull position. 3, 2, 1. Off you go. So we're in a bent over row position. Back nice and straight. Stretch out. Rip it back. Stretch out, rip it back. Tummy button in. Pull the shoulder blades together with every single rep. Try to make sure you're not drifting upwards with your torso. General rule when you're doing any kind of bent over movement, Romanian deadlift, bent over row, is to try and stick your bum out more than you think you need to. That's going to pull on the hamstrings and allow your back to stay straight rather than having the hamstrings pull the pelvis under. Drop your torso just a little bit, Laura, if you can. Good. In 3, 2, 1. Stop there. Squat jumps. Now remember, I want them as high as possible, not as many as possible. In 3, 2, 1. Off you go. Bam. Drop all the way in. Bam. Drop all the way in. Lots of power on the way up. Generate force. Get some height. And then control that landing. Absorb the landing. Melt into the floor. The sequence will be your toes hit the floor. As your heels roll into the floor, your knees are already bending and you're pushing them outwards. You drop all the way down until your glutes fire up at the bottom. Then you explode back up towards the ceiling. Dropping quality reps. Height, height, height. Come on, Laura. Come on, Laura. All the way down. Bam. Explode up towards the sky. Fenella, let's go, let's go, let's go. And stop there. Nice. Abs of your choice in 3, 2, 1. There we go. All right. Nancy, that was your chance. I've been forgiving on this first round. I shan't be on the second. Laura and Nancy, I'm talking to you. Stretch out. Exhale as you contract. Inhale as you stretch the abs. On any type of plank movement, make sure we're pushing all of the weight back over the heels. We're locking out the knees. We're squeezing the glutes. Pulling the tummy button in. We have our eyes just ahead of our fingertips. That's the sequence you want to remember from the ground up on planks. Russian twists. Big rotations of the shoulders, not of the hands. Let's go, Laura, come on. And relax there. Stop, stop, stop. All right, cardio of your choice. Cruise. Nice and steady, about 80%. In 3, 2, 1. Off you go. So you can do jumping jacks. You can do running on the spot. I'm happy with whichever one you want to do. About 80% intensity. And of course, protect your joints, making sure we're nice and light on the feet. On the hip thrust, the kettlebell swings, make sure you're thrusting through the hips. We're not lifting with the back and quads and arms. You're flexing the glutes as hard as possible, driving them forwards. 10 seconds. Beautiful. That's it, that's it, that's it. Lovely. Really nice. In 2, 1, stop there. Relax, relax, relax. 2 down. Halfway through the workout already. 2 to go. All right, so I was like an ultra calm Zen master on the last one, being extremely forgiving of delays. Now, For anyone who is delayed, the whole group will get an additional 10 seconds on that particular exercise. So prepare yourselves. Now just making sure the trickier one here is going to be the single leg hip thrust. Making sure you're fully extending on that and squeezing like crazy. Don't cut yourself short at the top. Everything else is relatively hard. It takes it out of you, but it's not difficult to execute at all. That single leg hip thrust, push as hard as possible through the heel, sending the hip up towards the sky. Full contraction. As I say, spot yourself with your hand if needs be. You will be fine. Just over a minute of your rest period gone. You've got a minute to go. So enjoy it, make the most of it, relax. Big deep breaths. Now the other thing as well, on the jumps, don't just try to get as many as you can. Listen to what I'm saying, get height. Height. A few of you are jumping no more than about 3 inches, and I suspect you can jump higher than your average road curb. So put some effort into that, get some explosiveness in there. Right, into position. Rear foot elevated split squat to start. Weak leg forwards first. As many reps as you can get on this with full range of motion. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off you go, let's move. Drop down, punch it out. Drop down, punch it out. Explode all the way back up to the top with every single rep. Kicking through the heel, relatively flat foot, but with a little more emphasis through the heel on every single rep. Punch it out. Get some intensity in there. Put some intensity into your workout. You need to be the fittest, strongest person you know. You're going to get that by delivering a high intensity in every single session, whether with weights or without. Let's go. Keep moving. 10 seconds. All the way down, punch it out. Remember, you have a 3-second transition onto the other leg in a moment. In 2, 1, stop there. Switch legs. 3, 2, 1, off you go. Rosalind was already at it. Flying. Good. Big stretch, power back up. Big stretch, power back up. Don't rush and cut yourself short on the range of motion. You're getting as many reps as you can with perfect form. Don't just try to bounce as many out as possible. Especially the veterans among you, you should know better than to forsake form for the sake of reps. It's not what we do. Kick hard. Come on, Nancy. Drop down. Big power out. Big kick. Dig in. Good. Range of motion and chest high, Laura Swades. 5 seconds before we move into our push-up. Almost there. And relax. Stop there. In 3, 2, 1. Push-ups. Get moving. Good. All the way down, power back out. Explode up away from the floor. Now remember, don't bring your elbows too close to your body. Your elbows should not be pressed in against your body. You need them out about 45 degrees, so that means your elbows are going to be, come on Laura, let's go. Your elbows are probably going to be 6 inches away from your ribs. 10 seconds on this before we move to single leg hip thrust. Remember, we want a fast transition all the way down. Power yourself out. Range of motion, Gemma. Range of motion. Chest to that bench. There you go. And stop there. Good. 3, 2, 1. Single leg hip thrust, Fenella. Oh, everyone's going to get the time. Unlucky. We'll split that because it was a relatively easy mistake from Fenella. We'll split 5 extra seconds per leg here. Kicking hard through the heel. Explode up. Hard through the heel. Explode up. Now again, just touching back to that last set. Doesn't matter how tired you get, especially if you are an experienced lifter, you should not be cutting your form and using bad reps as a way to finish a set. You get that range of motion on every single set you do. There's never an excuse for that unless it's specifically programmed partial, which is going to be rare on these sessions. In 3, 2, 1, switch legs. 45 seconds on the other side. In 3, 2, 1, off you go. Hard through the heel. Remember, use your hand on the working glute to flex against it if needs be. You want to be able to really squeeze that glute and fully lock out the hips on every single rep. Good, all the way down, punch it back up. All the way down, punch it back up. Be explosive as you send the hips back up towards the sky. Nice. Awesome. You got 10 seconds, nearly there. Good, good, good. Almost done in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop there. Up onto your feet for your row, bent over row or pull in 3, 2, 1. Off you go. Start. Excellent. Everyone's on point. All right, we've got an extra 10 seconds there. Rosalind, a little bit slow. I let you off on the first one when you were moving the chair. The second one, I'm not going to let you off on. Everyone's got 50 seconds here. Stick your bum out. Extend your spine properly, making sure we're really trying to drive that butt back. Get in low. If you need to reset, you can. Nancy, you're a bit too low there. You've rounded your back off. There you go. So drop back in slowly. Stop there. Right there, right there, right there. Keep that position. There, beautiful. Good. 10 seconds. Keep moving. Big stretch out and then rip it back. Big stretch out, rip it back. Squeeze those shoulder blades together hard. Get the postural muscles working. Remind them that they need to flex at the top of this movement. Drop your eyes a little bit, Nancy, so you're not looking directly forwards. Look at the floor a little bit and relax there. Stop, stop, stop. Good, good, good. All right, now into jumps. I suggest everyone starts on time with this one, otherwise it's going to suck. In 3, 2, 1. Off you go. Drop down, power up. Big jump, big jump. You're trying to jump high. Land softly, melt into the floor. All right, Rosalind, watch me. Rosalind, watch me. All right, you're landing and you're going thud. You're slamming into the floor and then bending your knees. You have to absorb that shock and flow in to the ground. One of the reasons adults get injured much more easily if they fall or trip is because you've forgotten how to use your joints properly and absorb shock like that, like a kid does. And relax there. Stop, stop, stop. Beautiful. You have to learn how to land properly. Now, into your abs, anything of your choice, plank or a dynamic movement. In 3, 2, 1, off you go. Abs. So, exhale. Inhale, stretch. Exhale. Now, if you have your feet elevated, again, I give you the choice of what you want to do with your ab movements. Pick something you're good at. You can really feel. Just try and get it hurting as early as possible. Generally, your sets are going to start to become effective when they get hard, when things start to burn, when things start to hurt, when you approach failure. The reps up until that point are not effective. This is why generally training with light weights doesn't work long term. On this one, with our deload, we're giving your body a rest, but you still want things like your abs to hurt. Stop there, relax, relax, relax. Excellent. Now, cardio, 80% intensity, not redlining, but also not cruising. In 3, 2, 1, off you go. High knees, kettlebell swings, battling ropes, bike, treadmill, cross trainer, stepper. I don't mind what you use what you have available to you. And just cruise, so honest conversation with yourself, 8 out of 10 for intensity. Don't take it too easy, but don't absolutely blast it. Again, as always on those kettlebell swings, big stretch and preload of the hamstrings, and use that elasticity and that response to explode, flexing the glutes, driving the kettlebell forwards. Don't think about lifting it up with your arms. Try to push it forwards. And relax there. Stop, stop, stop. All right. 3 rounds down. You've got 2 minutes rest now. We have 1 final round to go. Maximum effort. Remembering, I know you're fatigued now, you're a bit tired. We do not cut our form or range of motion short. That's a non-negotiable. Never ever cut that short. We want quick transitions between sets. We want high intensity, maximum output on this round. That is going to include the cardio as well. So if you need to adjust your equipment, in order to make sure the cardio is as hard as it can be, then please do so now. Use this opportunity because we're going to be going very, very hard on this last round. I want this almost frantic, as close to panicking as you can, controlled aggression, super intense. Fast full range reps, a lot of pain, lots of burning, and then we're good. Less than a minute now of rest. Everyone should pretty much have caught their breath by now. You're all very fit at this stage. Everyone on screen is a veteran, pretty much. So grab yourself your last sip of water before we begin. All right, 20 seconds. The order is as follows: rear foot elevated split squat, push up, single leg hip thrust, bent over row or pull, jump, abs, cardio. That order, maximum intensity, 40 seconds per set, 3-second transition, don't miss the transitions. Everybody into position for that rear foot elevated split squat. Phones down, water's down, everything to go. In 3, 2, 1, off you go. Let's move all the way in. Oh no, oh no. Let's go. Yeah, I know you know as well. Big stretch, kick it out hard. Big stretch, kick it out hard. Somebody missed the start by about 3 seconds, I'm sorry to say. Keep moving all the way in, kick it back out. Remember, you want relatively even pressure through the whole foot, but you want to kick hard through the heel if possible. Stretch the hip and glute, power up, keeping your chest high to stretch out the front of the hip. You're trying to create essentially a C shape from your knee to your shoulder. Obviously, that's not going to happen properly unless you're a contortionist, but that's the intent. Keep going, all the way in, drop down, punch it back out. Don't stop yet. Good, 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 good. Drop down, don't stop yet, don't stop yet, don't stop yet. And now switch legs. Over to the other side in 3, 2, 1. Good transitions for most of you. And there's going to be another 10 seconds on this side. It's twice now. Good, drop down, punch it out. Drop down, punch it out. Come on, Gemma, come on, Gemma. Drop down and kick it hard. Drop down, kick it hard. Be explosive. As many reps as you can get, Gem. Keep in that full range of motion. Come on, dig in. Inhale as you go down. Exhale as you come up. Do not stop. Do not stop. Do not stop. Come on, Nancy, bit more speed. You got this. You got this. Let's go. Drop down, kick it out. You can do it. You can do it. Come on. Just punch it. Drop it in, kick it out. You've got 10 seconds left. Everybody, don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Anyone. Keep your chest up. Drop in and kick it. Vanilla, let's go. Almost there. Last big kick, Nancy. There you go. Stop, stop, stop. Beautiful. All right, don't think about it for too long. Push-ups in 3, 2, 1. Off you go. Both of those sets got an additional 10 seconds. So don't let it happen again because this round will be extremely hard. Remember that form, Gemma. Remember that form. Bring your feet closer to the platform, a little bit closer, so you can get all the way in. Good. You're keeping your eyes on the floor about 8 to 10 inches, let's say, in front of your fingertips. Don't look bolt forwards on those push-ups. Eyes on the floor, just not underneath you. Let's go. Don't start to cut yourself short. Come on, last round. Everything you got now. Any fuel you got left in the tank, you need to be kicking out in this session or in this part of the session. Stop there. Relax, relax, relax. Shoulders on a platform, hip thrust in 3, 2, 1. Off you go. Kick hard through that heel, explode up. Bam, kick. Now, as many reps as you can get here, as many reps as you can get, think of it almost like a pump. Straight up, straight down. Good extension, Laura, good glute strength, nice. Gemma, lovely, explode up, explode up. Grab the meat of your butt cheek if needs be to be able to feel it contract in your hand. Pump, 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 pump. Making sure we're not in the ball of the foot. We are not putting any pressure in the ball of the foot. It's all in the heel. Almost there. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch to the other side. Let's go, go, go. 3, 2, 1. Off you go. Beautiful. Kick hard, be aggressive. I know you're tired, but don't slow down on this side. Let's make sure we've got even intensity on both legs. Kick hard through the heel, extend the hip. Kick hard through the heel, extend the hip. Full squeeze at the top. If you need to, again, use that hand. Just give your hip a little bit of a push. Self-spot. Nearly there. Come on, come on. Keep your chin on your chest. Try not to let your head swing around. Almost there. 10 seconds after this, we go into our row, our bent over row, or our pull. Keep moving. Come on, Jem. Come on, Jem. Big kick up. Almost done. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop there. Excellent. Into our row or pull. Row or pull in 3, 2, 1. Off you go. Let's move, move, move. Just. Get that torso down lower, Rosalind. Get that torso down lower. There you go. Try to push your knees out just a little bit for those of you struggling with your back, because that's going to help your glutes to keep your weight supported just a tad. It may only help you 20%, but it's going to help you a bit. Stretch out and rip it back, squeezing the shoulder blades together. You've got about just over 10 seconds left on this. Try not to stand up too far, making sure we're pulling the bar or the dumbbells towards the pockets or waist, not towards the chest. In 3, 2, 1, stop there. All right, into your jumps. 3, 2, don't miss the start. 1, off you go. Oh, Fenella, I'm not sure whether I call that. I think, do you know what? I'm going to, because it's the last big round. Fenella's just missed it, which is rare for her. All right, everyone's getting 10 seconds more. Let's go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. All the way down, explode back up. Drive those knees out. Jump high, Nancy. You wouldn't be able to jump over a pound coin there. Come on, explode. Move, 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 move. Come on, come on. You're not even leaving the floor. Let's go. Be explosive. Push it. Hard. Everybody. Fenella, Nancy, push. Come on, Rosalind. Explosive. Laura sways. More power, more power. Your toes aren't even leaving the floor. Almost done. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop there. Abs. Now, your breathing is going to be out of line now. Just use the crunches in line with the breathing. In 3, 2, 1. Off you go. Inhale back. Exhale forwards. Inhale back. Exhale forwards. Try to regather your breathing while you do this. I know it sucks. I know it's hard. On any plank positions, make sure you've got an arrow straight line between your heel, knee, hip, shoulder. We don't want the bum kicked up in the air, nor do we want it sagging and drooping down towards the floor. Good, good, good. Nearly there. In 3, 2, 1. Stop there. Nice, right. In for your cardio, whatever it happens to be. This one is 100% intensity, so increase resistance, increase speed. In 3, 2, 1. Off you go. Maximum effort. It should be a heavier kettlebell or dumbbell if you're doing swings. It needs to be a higher resistance if you're on a bike. It needs to be faster legs or faster strokes, longer strokes if you're on a rower or ski erg. Push it, push it, push it, push it. Last of the day. We want our condition up, we want our work capacity up. It's going to allow us to lift harder, lift heavier, burn fat more quickly. So push every single rep on this. Let's go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. 10 seconds. Last big blast. Last big blast. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop there. Good, good, good. Excellent. Catch your breath. Take a little bit of time. Very nice. Once you've had a bit of a rest, add some water, calm your breathing down. Remember, big deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Slow things down in a controlled manner. Then we're going to stretch you out, starting with the calves, then into the quads and glutes, and then chest and shoulder. Okay, so when you're ready, up onto your feet with me. We're We're going to go up against the wall or something that we can press against. Take 1 foot behind us, push the heel into the floor, and push towards that wall so you feel a big stretch down through your calf. It's especially important for the jumps because your ankle has been loading eccentrically to slow you down as you land. For those of you who have trouble getting into a nice deep squat, a calf stretch is going to be important for you. It allows your knee to travel further over your toe, which is going to allow you to get into a much, much better, deeper position in your squat without you having to counterbalance by stretching your back or leaning forwards with your back. Stop there, switch sides. Other leg, foot behind you, heel into the floor, push in towards that wall. Now, if you really struggle to feel it, maybe your calves are already quite mobile. You can bend your knee ever so slightly, and that will drop the stretch into the soleus, which again is going to help your ankle mobility just a little bit. It's an awkward stretch, that one though, so it does take a moment to get used to. Good, good, and relax there. Right now, standing or kneeling, your choice, quad stretch. Let's get those knees together, chest up nice and high. Drive the knee back towards the wall behind you. Tummy button in. And squeeze the glute on the side of the elevated leg. That's going to help to put the stretch into the hip and quad just a little bit more. Going to try and shut down the psoas a little bit and rec fem as well. Those are the muscles that tend to contribute to hip pain or knee pain. And go to the other side. Drop that leg gently, move across to the other leg. Knees together, chest up, tummy button in. Beautiful. I'm just keep that glute tight. Don't let the knees separate and pull apart. Good, good, relax there. Now, 1 foot up onto the opposite knee. Let's get the glute stretched out a little bit. You can do this lying on the floor on your back, seated or standing, and lower yourself down into that movement until you feel a good stretch across the outside edge of the hip into the glute. Big deep breaths. Into the nose, out through the mouth. Again, don't try to force too deep into this one. Just let your breathing lower you into it. And relax there. Now, onto the other leg. Ten seconds. And relax there. Now finally, arm up against the wall or door frame. You can also do this in a corner with both arms pushing into the corner like so. You're going to place the pressure on that hand and then rotate away as you exhale. Try to open it up just a tad. Big deep breaths through the nose, out through the mouth. Good, good. Now switch to the other side. As you inhale, expand the rib cage. Try to get everything opened up properly. And long, slow exhale. Rotating back around, away from that arm, just 1/2 inch with every breath. Beautiful. And relax there. Stop, stop, stop. Very, very good. Second of 3 deload sessions done. See you all on Friday. Nice work.